Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Dawn. Let's see what awaits us in the West Cave. Oh, and I wanted to enchant St. Drago's skull. With Flames of Retribution. 20% chance to deal additional burn damage and AoE on hit. Also, I realized I made a mistake with Adair's last level up off camera. I had selected the club proficiency, thinking that the cudgel he has equipped was a club. Turns out it's a mace, though I feel like you'd usually associate cudgel with club. But we're also not max level yet, so I won't bother respecking because we might get the option to select another proficiency.
Yeah?
And I'd like to minimize the amount of respecs that I do.
On it.
Also, I need to take my time. We haven't had the best of luck spotting traps on the ground.
Look. There is something over there.
The dragon breached the chapel walls!
Greenhide is there! She turns her prayers to Rimebound!
With me, sister! We must to her defense!
I've got it.
Could be a fight.
Great.
Some more snow bears to fight.
Feelings.
Oh, there's Mama Snow Bear. Explains all the frozen corpses in this area. It's too cold.
I bring your end.
Let's get our worms out. So it looks like Mama Snow Bear is stuck behind the other two.
Oh, with Ixiana!
Great death. Take you.
Thick word and rock!
Of course. Did I do that?
Take him down!
Thick word and rock!
Curiouser and curiouser.
Hey, watch it.
Rule beyond sea!
Alright, Mama Snow Bear hits like a truck.
Come on!
It is no use. I cannot kick through.
Of course.
I don't feel great that I left a bear cub without its mother, but we can adopt it. Fjord is also a fantastic name for a bear. This rambunctious snow bear cub can often be caught chasing seagulls and chewing on your spare boots. He'll eat whatever is on hand, but he shows a strong preference for frozen issai and chunks of rotten shark meat. While Fjord is following the party, you have increased constitution, and the party deals additional frost damage with each melee attack. Plus 3% damage dealt as freeze with melee weapons. Not a great effect for this area. Outside of that, it's pretty useful.
I'm list right away.
These constructs have been picked clean. A sweet-smelling liquid drips from their open wounds. So I've mentioned it before. The fluid that Nivardir wanted us to collect is just antifreeze, which does have a sweet smell to it. In fact, if you're driving a car and you smell something similar to maple syrup, you probably have an antifreeze leak. Unfortunately, that sweet smell also attracts animals. But antifreeze is poisonous. It's actually a fairly common occurrence for garages to have containers of antifreeze that cats get into. And it's lethal if ingested, so make sure you're storing your antifreeze appropriately. Yeah, you better run.
The Vytmádh. It ate the dragon.
Good. With any luck, that is the end of that thing.
This icy chasm extends to no visible bottom.
I've got it.
What you initially take for yet another frozen corpse appears on closer inspection to be a heavily armored figure encrusted in a jagged layer of cloudy bluish ice. The warrior's upraised hand seems to be reaching out towards something, the fingers splayed wide and grasping. Examine the outstretched hand. Two of the fingers have been broken from the hand. Based on the hard, sharp edges of what's left, it seems this occurred after the figure froze over. The angle of the joints indicate that the warrior once gripped something tightly, something since removed. Deep scratches in the wrist suggest that someone clawed at the figure long after it froze over, perhaps to remove the absent object. The figure stands straight, shoulders a bit forward, as if against a strong wind. The posture bespeaks a deep resolve in the face of terrifying force. The upraised hand seems to be warding against some threat. Examine the armor. The breastplate and chain worn by this figure seem significantly more intricate than anything else you've seen since arriving at Harbinger's Watch. Padding and heavy cloth complete the panoply, probably as protection against the cold. Is Vytmádh just too far away? Search for the presence of spirits. You open your soul to the presence of other spirits. While a few strands of weak soul energy cling to the frozen figure, you sense no soul present within or near the body.
I'm listening. Just a moment. I'm here.
On it.
Alright, partial success. Alright, this is new. Barely visible through the ice, you can make out etchings suggestive of the imagery of Rimebound. Snowflakes, skulls, and of course, the horned face of the aurochs. Remove the helmet. The helmet does not appear to be as solidly frozen to the figure as the rest of the armor. A few minutes spent wiggling and tugging at it frees the helm. You lift it to reveal an elven woman with bluish-white skin and darker blue hair. Her coloration and the heavy epicanthic folds hooding her eyes mark her as Glamfelin. Helm of the White Void. Remove the armor. The armor's intricate straps, weaved chain, and interlocking plates have frozen solid. Removing the armor without damaging the warrior within may prove difficult, if not impossible. So we don't have sleight of hand. Yeah, let's use fire. Melt the ice with magic. Sorts of options. Fan of flames. You call forth a gout of burning essence. Steam billows outward as the ice melts away from the corpse. After a moment, flickering orange light and cracking sounds emerge from within the cloud as the corpse's clothes ignite. The charred remains sag to the floor, rapidly cooling as the magical flame runs its course. You gather the miraculously unharmed armor from the remains. Guardian's Plate. Speak a prayer for the elf's soul. Oh, she didn't like that. Yeah. You take a few minutes to consign the deceased to the wheel.
Diverus. If that elf's soul is still around to see what you did to her body, I do not believe a prayer will make her feel any better.
I agree. You leave the remains behind. Helm of the White Void. Crystallized armor. 10% of incoming grazes converted to misses from weapons. And Rimebound's influence. Plus 10 accuracy with body affliction, mind affliction attacks. The shards of ice crowning this helm radiate a malignant chill, utterly resisting the glare of the Deadfire sun. It smells musty within, as if worn for centuries by the frozen corpse of a pale elf. Too cold for comfort on even the hottest days, the helm plagues the wearer with endless whispers at the edge of hearing. Strangely, this helm looks far more like something you'd expect of Engwith than of the Wight that wends. That might be something I give to Adair. With the rogue multi-class, he has more affliction abilities than my main character does. Guardian's Plate. The soulbound heavy armor. Starts as superb and spread chaos. The wearer is infused with Rimebound's energy, getting a bonus to all defenses while afflicted. Plus 5 to all defenses. Though likely 1,000 years have passed since the Glamfellan crafted this armor, it seems impeccably cared for, at least until it spent 4 centuries frozen to a corpse. The magic of the Vytmádh has permanently altered the armor, encasing it in jagged spurs of ice. Whether the armor bore these blessings of the White Void when warned by the temple guardians of centuries past remains unclear. Okay. So I'm thinking I give this to Adair instead. Only because the helmet has this Rimebound's influence, which he'll benefit more from. And the black and plate armor just fits my character's build so well. Oh, but we have this shield, right? I'm assuming that's part of this set. Oh, that's a tough call. We can always sever the binding if we need to. Decide to change. Oh, interesting. So the upgrades for this are going to be tied to the main story, I think, of the DLC. Reforge the soul of a follower of Rimebound.
I feel bad there's
I'm
not
here.
enough.
Just a moment.
Alright, into the Vytmádh.
You stand before the shining portal that devoured the dragon. This close, you see it as a ragged-edged tear in the world. As you near, the portal flares bright. Brighter, too bright to stand. When the light fades, and at last you can see again, a great, shaggy aurochs stands before you. A bone-snapping chill radiates from the creature. It is the manifestation of Rimebound.
Herald of Bereth, you teeter on the very precipice of your death. You are bold in your trespasses. I would have thought you had learned your lesson after our previous encounter.
Which one? I do believe this is our third rodeo.
Passing through the breach will shred your soul into its constituent parts, to little more than wayward motes of essence. Knowing that, what do you want?
You again.
I would ask the same of you.
What happened to the dragon?
Her soul was drawn through the breach, the Vytmádh, and into the beyond. Neriskirlas has bound her soul to a relic from the days when the gods walked Aora as titans. This relic lies in the beyond, and it holds her soul captive there.
Who is Neriskirlas?
That is the name the dragon chose for herself.
What relic?
It is one of the many things Kith have thrown into the beyond, in hopes it might be devoured by the White Void.
Why did the dragon bind her soul to it?
The relic cannot be destroyed. In her ignorance, Neriskirlas hoped that tying her soul to it would save her from death.
Neriskirlas.
She is mistaken. True death has not claimed her yet, but it will. It is inevitable.
Is that why this iceberg is here?
Yes. The iceberg is the natural result of Neriskirlas' desperate attempt to evade death. Every time she escapes from the beyond into the here, she tears the hole a little wider. And so, the chill of my realm spreads.
And your cult, the Harbingers. What about them?
They have done as Kith always do. They have claimed for themselves a place that is not their own. They are no concern of mine.
What's the difference between the Vytmádh and the White Void?
The Vytmádh is the gaping maw of entropy. The White Void is the hunger that gnaws at the guts of Aora and cannot be sated.
Your breach will freeze the Deadfire if you don't close it.
That is unfortunate for you.
Then I'll close the breach myself.
Ah, initiative. Excellent. There is something you may do for me.
I was not offering.
Like a maggot, the dragon Neriskirlas has burrowed beneath the skin of my realm. Destroy her.
Why do you want the dragon dead?
She is already dead. She refuses to acknowledge it. She has made herself immune to destruction by my hand, and in so doing, she mocks the very essence of my realm.
Why do you think I will succeed where you have failed?
The relic she bound her soul to has proven impervious to my influence.
I see.
Destroy Her.
What's in it for me?
A temporary reprieve from my inevitable victory.
I know you're the enigmatic god of cold and all, but I need more to go on than that.
Eradicate the dragon, and the Vytmádh will close, sparing your precious realm the insatiable cold of the White Void.
Fine, I'll do it.
Good. I would rather watch you fail than bar your entry. But you lack the means to enter the Vytmádh and survive the journey. You must seek the Eye of Rimebound, a relic that once belonged to my vassal, Rimebound. It is a cold, blue stone, and it lies somewhere within this temple.
Well, he's not all-knowing. Show Rimebound the relic. You mean this?
Indeed. Approach the Vytmádh with the relic in hand. It will grant your soul safe passage into the Shattered Realms. The White Void's only purpose is to destroy souls, and it is adept at doing so. I will not stop my servants there from their work. They will treat you no differently than any wayward soul. Should you fall to their predations, not even Bereth will be able to save you.
Rimebound pauses, his dark cluster of eyes watching you intently.
One final thing, Watcher. You must destroy that dragon.
When his words fall silent, and only the shriek of the wind through the breach remains, the light flares again, then quickly dies. You open your eyes and find the beast gone.
Oh, and we leveled up. Athletics and insight. Okay, I think this is where I want to grab Reinforcing Exhortation. Commands an ally to redouble their efforts, improving their deflection, and granting them the fit inspiration.
I'm listening.
Alright, in we go.
The blinding light of the breach pulses in time with the heartbeat of Aora. Your soul pulses in response.
Enter the breach. I just realized, I guess we won't be able to sever the binding of the Guardian's plate. Well, maybe it's like modware, where once you're done with the upgrades, you can just give it to whoever you want. And Adair leveled up, athletics and streetwise. Might just go with spell resistance. Finishing blow is also good. Let's grab that. And Vytmádh also leveled up. Arcana and Religion. I think it's 1 point here. Let's go with the Triumph of the Crusaders.
I'm here. Of course.
Hey, watch out.
Okay. So weaker to burn and crush damage.
I bring your end.
Someone else is better.
Try that again.
Good task.
I need to try something else. Tell me.
Perfecto!
She's being targeted. I don't like that. Let's get her back to safety.
That's not supposed to happen.
Surely someone else is better suited.
Well,
Keep that fire damage coming. A good thing they can get knocked off the edge, because Pallegino would have been a goner. Actually, let's use finishing blow here.
I can scarcely believe it.
time to rethink this one.
Alright, one's down. On to the next.
I'm listening.
Alright, get him, guys.
Let's go.
Great.
I can't feel my...
Oh, let's get her to safety. Oh, we don't have...
everything.
Well, maybe we finish him off first. Though it looks unlikely at this stage. Oh, just barely saved her. She's down to 4 health, I think.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. It's a pretty big area.
Eyes open.
I don't want to commit to a full fight.
You followed me into the abyss? Have you so little respect for the scant years your fragile form affords you?
The dragon growls through sword-like teeth, yet the meaning behind the soul's sounds rings within your mind.
I know not why the short-sightedness of Kith continues to surprise me. Leave while the option remains, lest you be bound here as I am.
What are you?
Circumstance does not afford me time to address ridiculous queries.
You're not trapped here. You just attacked Harbinger's watch.
A simple understanding of a complex situation.
Then help me understand.
Perhaps, magician. Eventually. First, however, I must attend to my unfettering.
The great reptile's head cranes to the right, turning a glowing eye upon you. A snort flares her nostrils.
Descend into the void or do not. I care neither way. But know that within its depths do all things encounter their endings.
In the silence that follows the dragon's descent, a faint twinge plays along the hair on your arms. After a moment, you realize that the sensation stems from your soul, a faint echo of essence across your watcher's senses. The fractured pieces of the armored spirit you saw rush to battle, near Skirless, reaches out to you, beckoning. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll continue through the Shattered Passage. Yeah, if we have the option to spite Rimebound, because I do enjoy spiting the gods in this game, I will do so inside with the dragon. Most likely, depending on circumstances. We'll at least hear both sides of the story. But for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.